the XCN price is still in a strong uptrend, forming a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. The current price is seated at 0.01904. We are up 35% in the last 7 days. Current market cap is seated at $652 million. Now, something has changed on the chart and a lot of people are not paying attention to. I'm going to be showing you guys shortly. If you're paying attention to the XCN chart on the 4-hour time frame, we are still currently ranging. That is to say, the market is now like moving sideways. The altcoin market is now moving sideways, and this is signaling that we are likely to get a massive potential move either to the upside or to the downside soon. And if that potential move is happening, we might either take out this resistance around 0.0196 or 0.0192, or if the move is happening to the downside, we are going to be taking out this low right here around 0.0179 and also 0.0175. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I think, where I think the potential move is likely headed. Because if you're paying attention to what's the Ethereum RSI, we have now tapped into a potential overbought territory. So in this video, we are going to be talking about this chart in order to give you a clear picture on what to expect for XCN, the next direction for XCN chart, because Ethereum is the #1 altcoins in the crypto space. So whatever Ethereum does, XCN is likely to follow. Now, my name is Isaac. Once again, for those new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Turn on the bell icon to get notified each time I drop new update like this. And if you're here to like this video, please give it a thumbs up, smash the like button. Now, since we are currently on XCN chart on the 4-hour time frame, we are also briefly going to talk about the Ethereum chart on the 4-hour time frame and what I think should happen soon. So considering the chart of XCN, I think we might want, So considering the chart of XCN, I think we might tap into this zone once again, the zone between 0.0179 and also 0.0175. Tap into the zone, trade upward to this resistance, and maybe get a correction from there. Below that zone, below the previous zone we bounced from, get a correction to around 0.0169. That is, if the altcoin market fails to outperform BTC when the XCN price get to this level, then we are most likely not going to invalidate this resistance level. We are going to begin to expect a lower price for XCN price, which is not something you should panic about. There's no cause for alarm at all, because we are still very bullish. Even if the XCN price eventually retraces to 0.01630, we are still, the chart is still in an uptrend. That is just a temporary correction, a healthy correction before a further price move to the upside. And it's as a result of what the Ethereum chart is saying. Let's look at the Ethereum chart real quick. You're paying attention to what Ethereum is saying, the price of Ethereum. I'm talking about Ethereum USD pair on the daily time frame. We have now approached, we've tapped into a bearish order block zone. And you know what usually happens when we approach another block, be it bearish or bullish? There is usually a reaction there. There is usually a reversal either to the upside or to the downside, depending on which order block we traded into. Now, for the sake of Ethereum, the reason why we are paying attention to Ethereum now is because Ethereum is the #1 altcoins in the crypto space. So whatever Ethereum does, the rest altcoin will follow. So if Ethereum is pumping and the BTC dominance is dropping, BTC is lagging behind, altcoins are likely to follow Ethereum. The current price of Ethereum, by the way, is currently trading at around $3,461. We are left with 13 hours and 18 minutes until this current daily candle closes. Now, if you're paying attention as well to the update, BTC is still lagging behind. BTC is currently trading at around $118,929, while Ethereum is above like $3,470. Ethereum is up 9.8% in the last 24 hours, while BTC is down 0.1% in the last 24 hours. Fear and greed index has increased slightly. We are currently seated at 70%, indicating greed. Now, in a full-blown altcoin season, we could be in the greed and extreme greed zone for weeks and even months. The most important chart we should just be paying attention to now is the Eterion chart on the daily time frame. Now, this is the Eterion RSI on the daily time frame, and if you're paying attention, the Eterion RSI on the daily time frame is indicating we have tapped into an overbought territory, which is signaling a reversal to the downside. A reversal on the trend of Ethereum. And if you are also going back to the Ethereum chart on the daily time frame, you would notice same thing is happening with the price action. The price has just tapped into a clean and obvious bearish order block here, and also another bearish order block here. Now, let's go back to the BTC dominance on the same daily time frame. You will notice the BTC dominance has also tapped into a bullish order block on the daily time frame, signaling a potential reversal. We are currently at 62.48. We are left with 13 hours and 50 minutes until this current daily candle for the BTC dominance closes. We've already tapped into an obvious point of interest for the BTC dominance. Now, you guys need to I'm not saying this for you to panic sell your holdings, no. But I'm just bringing this to your attention that altcoins might sooner or later begin to reverse. Maybe retrace some of the pump they had. Still, Ethereum BTC pair is still looking bullish. Ethereum is still outperforming BTC. In the long run, the altcoin season, I think we are already in the early phase of the altcoin season. A lot of people are still sidelined, though. They are still sitting on the fence, still doubting. But I think we have entered into the altcoin season, but the real massive move is yet to begin. So yet to like this video, please don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends and family as well. Now let's go back to the Ethereum chart on the 4-hour time frame. Now this is the 4-hour time frame, and this is what I expect to happen for Ethereum chart. The reason why I'm expecting this move to happen is because that was the similar stuff BTC did a couple of hours ago. Now when BTC was outperforming the market, it rallied higher to the upside. That is the rally Ethereum is currently having as well. Now Ethereum current chart is similar to BTC chart when it rallied, when it was outperforming the market. Now, after a brief after BTC briefly outperformed the market, what happened? We got a massive crash coupled with the false news of the whale that sold over $4 billion worth of BTC, and we broke below, tapped into this zone, the zone around, I was in my BTC long position then, you understand? So we tapped into around $115,736, and then got a reversal from there all the way to $120,063 for BTC price. Now, if you're carefully paying attention to the BTC price, it is looking, I'm not talking about this crash now, I'm talking about this pump. Is looking very, very similar to that of Ethereum as well on the 4-hour time frame. That is to say, sooner or later we should be expecting a retracement on the price of Ethereum. I'm going to be dropping the signal on my Telegram channel as well. By the time that retracement begins, the precise price entry zone and also TP zone for you guys. Now, I'm expecting something like this for the Ethereum price. We have a huge liquidity around $2,950 technically, because if you're paying attention to what the Ethereum USD pair liquidation heatmap is saying that we have over $160 million worth of liquidity around $3,090. And also that is what the liquidity is signaling here. That is to say, sooner or later the Ethereum price should crash from there, because we don't have any liquidity to the upside at the moment. The only place we have a lot of liquidity is to the downside. So sooner or later, we should retrace to take out that liquidity, to sweep that liquidity, which if you are paying attention to the chart, I think it's aligning with what we are saying. We have a lot of liquidity cluster here, and that's why we ranged here for a while before breaking out to the upside. So I won't be surprised seeing Ethereum crash into this liquidity cluster. So that will be all for now. I think in our next video, we're going to be talking about the BTC dominance on the monthly time frame, and also BTC the orders chart and the rest. You get, we have a lot of news to cover, but we don't have. Okay, let's just talk about the Genius Art real quick. Now, the Crypto Genius Art bill has I think passed the first phase, if I'm not mistaken. It got a vote of 215 from the Republican, and got a vote of 211 from the Democrat. Sometimes I imagine why the Democrats are voting against the future, because you're still trying to fix the 1970s problem with the 1930s solution, which is somehow like not adding up at all. Now, the Republicans won this round of vote, but I think there will be a more scrutiny when the bill gets to the Senate. And it's obvious the Democrat hates crypto. It's very, very obvious. Senator Elizabeth Warren said crypto could blow up the entire US economy. I don't agree with her. I think she's just being hateful and feeling bittered. I think she's sidelined. This is what you get from people who are sidelined from getting BTC early or getting into crypto early. So that will be all for now. As always, my name is Isaac. Invest wisely. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. Like this video if you haven't already, please. And subscribe to my channel in case you're new to this channel. Peace out.